Hey guys, it's Jaffa. I finally got the Skills Breach plushies. Not those ones. What do you think I am? Financially responsible? Now you may think these are bootlegs, and at first so did I. But surprisingly no, these are actually legit. According to the label, they're by Good Stuff. Oh no. I'm wasting my money again, haven't I? If you're not familiar with Good Stuff, they've got a representation for making toys with M's at the end. Print on colours and terrible FNAF plushies. See Cyclops Foxy, Circus Freddy, Twirly, everyone. Just search Good Stuff FNAF plush. You'll see. Anyway, my local cool merchandise store, yes that's the store's actual name, got these in stock at about late February maybe? So why did I only get them now? And why only 3? Well, they're £30 each, so at the time I just got Monty and kind of just forgot about the rest. But a few weeks ago they went on sale for half price, and so I picked up Chica and Roxy. I refused to buy Freddy. I have standards. And £15 for that is way too much. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into these plushies, starting with everybody's favourite reptilian rage machine, Monty. You know, considering how ironically named Good Stuff are, this looks pretty good. At first glance, anyway. First of all, they're staying true to the print on colour, or they are from the neck down. For some strange reason, his head is free of print on, and on the whole, really good. While his snout looks like it's been whacked by Gregory with a baseball bat, it works surprisingly well. But the mohawk, it's so bad. It's a single piece of felt just sticking up, no dimension to be found whatsoever, and only gets worse. The body has a really simple design which is just entirely print on, and what is the shape? Where's his legs? I guess Greg decided to take them after all. The lack of legs are pretty understandable. It would be really hard for Monty to stand. But what are these spaghetti arms? Monty doesn't strike me as the type to skip his arm workouts. Unfortunately, this body shape seems to be shared by this entire wave of plushies. Now remember, if you think this is harsh so far, Monty's my favourite out of these. On to our other new addition to the band, Roxanne Wolf. First off, is it just me, or is her head, like, super big compared to her body? Other than the ratio and the print on colours, Roxanne's body looks really good. Simplistic designs works really well, looking just like her game design. But that's where the compliments stop, because the head, literally and figuratively the main part, is terrible. Setting aside how big it is, it can't decide what to print on and what to sew on, flips are way off centre, and don't even get me started on the hair. The green lock is the same flimsy felt as Monty's mohawk, and the rest is a similar material to the rest of the plush. But this time there's 2 sheets of material. Why didn't they use this for Monty? It looks terrible on Roxanne, but this is exactly what Monty's hair should have been made of. I guess I should be thankful they didn't go back to the plastic eyes. Either way, she's being banished to the back of the shelf. Last but not least, that would be Roxy, is Glamrock Chica, our dumpster diving chicken. You know, I think Chica might actually be the most simply designed of the 3, she just looks so plain. Maybe it's the lack of shoulder pads? Come to think of it, none of them have shoulder pads. One of their most notable features. But she might be actually better for it. Whilst they're all been simplified because her design was already pretty simple, there's almost nothing left to screw up. Her only problems are actually the same as Monty and Roxanne, with the strangely shaped body, print on colours, and the felt hair. Print on feels just as cheap as ever, but the felt kind of works here. It feels really weird and scratchy, but based on just looks, it really works. The bow is perfection too. That being said, her head is weirdly squished, looking more oval than the ball Seal will present us with. There's also this weird crease in her forehead, presumably from underfilling the plush and being squashed so much. Overall, while still better than Funko's Skills Breach plushies, Good Stuff didn't do too badly this time. I actually didn't recognise them as Good Stuff merch until I checked the label. Admittedly, I didn't recognise them as official until I checked the label. But when does Good Stuff ever look official? Monty and Glamrock Chica were actually pretty decent, and whilst Roxy deserves to die, sorry, had to. I wouldn't say they're terrible. Until recently, Funko were regarded as the best, but these were way better than some Funko plushies. Looking at you, Twisted Ones and you, Toy Bonnie. If it weren't for the Glamrock Freddy plush, I still refuse to buy it. I'd say this was a pretty good wave of plushies. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this merch review. It's been nearly a year since the last one, and back then I wasn't even scripting these. Maybe I'll do more in the future, so if you like this, consider subscribing and turn on notifications to hear when I do. Until then, good bits for now. Does that mean I can leave the closet? Can I leave the blanket? Yay! I gotta leave the blanket because, trust me, this is hell. This is what hell feels like.